Hey, this is Salem.
And Dusty.
And you are listening to the Sock Drawer Podcast on Realm of the Mist Entertainment. Do the intro.
You're listening to the Sock Drawer Podcast at Realm of the Mist Entertainment. I'm Dusty.
Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining us for another episode of the Sock Drawer Podcast on Realm of the Mist Entertainment. One half of the Sock Drawer is doing great. The other half
is groggy. Leave me alone.
Oh, yeah. You're trying your best. I get it.
Some of us aren't caffeinated because we don't caffeinate.
My name is Salem.
I'm Dusty.
And it might be a mellow mood for this episode.
I'll admit, with stuff that's going on, I didn't sleep well, so
it's an uneasy atmosphere. You know, everything's fine around here. You know,
thank goodness. But the world around us is on fire.
It's getting bad. You know, I don't know. I'm not exactly enjoying my Facebook page. I'm not enjoying just the conversations that I've been having. It's all been, I don't know. It's hard to describe.
Well, you guys all know. You guys live, well, most of our listeners are in the United States and know what's going on. And those that aren't in the United States, if you look on your Facebooks, I'm sure you're seeing everyone talking about all the bad. So, but we don't want to talk about the bad.
What do you mean we don't want to talk about the bad? We talk about things.
That's true, we do.
Okay, that is what we do. That is why we have a microphone, and why we set up a show.
I'm sorry, I was just watching Cinder. He's doing something underneath my chair.
He's being cute.
Oh, okay.
He's part of the show right now. He's being cute. But for anyone who is not aware, people have been protesting the death of a man named George Floyd, who has been wrongfully murdered by police in, I think it was Minneapolis, Minnesota.
I think so. All I know is right now, if you look at the New York State Thruway from Buffalo to Albany, if it's a major city, it's on fire.
Yeah, Route 90 through New York. Yeah. But Rome, despite being kind of on that stretch, Rome is fine. I think Rome has other problems to deal with.
Yeah.
But amidst all the coronavirus and everything else that we have going on, peaceful protests are turning into riots. And no, we don't know what the details are.
No. I just know that I've got friends and family in Buffalo, in Rochester, in Albany, in Syracuse, in Utica, and they're all scared and terrified, and I don't know what to do about it.
My family's in Rochester. Apparently, the Grace Ridge Mall is burning. You know,
One of my friends that works at Target, literally, the manager evacuated the store because the rioters were on their way. She said she drove home with a knife that because I guess Target sells knives. I was not aware of this.
You can get a kitchen knife, I guess.
Yeah, she said she grabbed a knife and went home.
I don't know. I just...
In this world of quarantine, now we got riots on top. How do you feel safe anymore?
I don't know. Now, us talking about this, I know, at least I'm going to speak for myself. I can't really speak for Dusty. I'm not choosing a side in any of this. I'm not going to involve myself in any of this. Yes, I am affected in a way just as a person who wants to make sure that his well-being and his house are safe from looting, which I'm going to assume because I think it's just like big retail stores and stuff that are being looted. I don't know if people's houses.
No, what they're doing, a lot of the cities I've looked at, they're going after government buildings. They're going after any kind of store, even small stores. But at the same time, there's protesters that are going in front of the small business owners and forming walls of bodies to keep those safer because, you know, they care. But they're flipping over people's cars, setting them on fire. It's just...
Great.
basically they're out of control, and that's what's scary.
I don't.
When I look at my feed and I've got a group of friends discussing how to get tear gas out of their clothes because they were protesting in Rochester and in Buffalo and doing tips with each other of how to. What world are we in right now?
This is the world we've
These are the same people I talk to about, how to dye your garb the best way to get the colors, for the LARPs and for the historical reenactments. The same exact people now are discussing, I tried this for the tear gas, it works better than this. It's like,
well, I mean, this form of understanding probably is also going to be a bit shocked if this is how you think, that you got one people that are they talk all about their LARP garb and whatnot, but during this time you're shocked that they know how to remove tear gas from.
No, I'm not shocked that they know how. I'm shocked that they have to.
That they have to, yes, because I was. If that was the case, if you're shocked that they know how and that they're discussing.
No.
If that was the case, I was gonna say, like, yes, Martin Luther King did his peaceful protest, but he was more than just I had a dream.
No, the people that I'm very good friends with, that they're like the ones that were in Florida and stuff. Luckily, they didn't get gassed. I expected them all to do marching and all to do the protest, and all to be out of there before dark, because these protests should end before dark. Because whenever they go past dark, that's when the riots happen.
Well, I think the riots are happening because people are saying stuff about live ammunition being used, and people are getting shot with rubber bullets or whatever, and so that's when the rioting starts. Violence is met with violence, fire versus fire.
So it's just it's weird. The day before yesterday, I had a really good discussion where we were discussing about different ways to use plants to dye fabric, and now here we are having conversations of, okay, this didn't work for the tear gas, I can still. That's what shocks me. That conversation.
It's a grim place to be right now.
Because you always see it on the news for, out in the Middle East and stuff like that. It's here now, and it's not just in New York. It's across the entire country.
I don't know. I don't know if I have more to say on the subject.
Well, on a happy note, there's something in the news that I've been following that I've just am ecstatic about.
Well, inform us.
Did you watch the Dragon launch?
Dragon launch.
SpaceX?
Oh, SpaceX. No. Are you That happened?
Yes. That happened.
When was that?
Well, they just actually docked at 10:30 this morning, and they just disembarked on the space station, but it was yesterday.
The launch. Okay, so yesterday, which would have been May 30th.
Yeah, because in the middle of all the riots and this stuff happening, I was watching live footage of the Dragon. The Merlin engines disengaging and all that fun stuff.
So tell us about it, because I'm uninformed, I guess.
9 years ago was the last time the United States used our own vehicle to send astronauts into outer space.
Yeah, we were mainly using like China and Russia.
Yes, okay. We've been using other countries since then because the space shuttles had to be decommissioned. They were not safe. We didn't have anything in place. There was nothing built.
Okay.
And we have been stalled, and NASA's been trying to get funding to do stuff, and they have been stalled.
Okay, so
in comes SpaceX.
So SpaceX, who was founded, I think, by Elon Musk, right?
I think so. I'm not positive.
I don't remember that. I don't know if Elon Musk is part of that anymore. I think he's got a lot of issues going on.
I
can't remember. Couldn't tell you.
I haven't looked into that side of it, but essentially, it's NASA running it now. Well, SpaceX is a separate thing. SpaceX is separate. They're just partnered with NASA. NASA has input, of course. They work together, and I
think all of humanity should work together if we want to go beyond the stars.
So, and this is the first time where the rocket goes up, it disengages. The piece usually just falls into the ocean. This one actually,
the piece as in the main engine.
Yeah, because the capsule part keeps going.
Yes.
Yeah. Normally it falls down in the ocean, it's gone, right?
Yes.
Not anymore. It piloted itself to a drone ship and landed in the ocean, neatly on the drone ship.
Did it pilot itself, or was it remote pilot?
No, it was all programmed to do what it needed to do. I mean, they were there. They could have stepped in and changed it if they needed to, but no people. There was a drone ship.
Okay, so big
called something I Love You that was floating out there.
Right.
And it landed.
So what you're saying is big jump from the 80s when rockets would just fall as debris into the ocean. Now we've got, you know, essentially the big main thruster that detaches once you reach a certain part of the atmosphere, is now guiding itself
and landing on a drone ship, not even a ship with people on it.
On a drone ship.
Yes.
Okay, so you've got an automatic non-person system guiding itself to an automatic non-person system.
Yes.
And the idea is to what? To recover this for further use? Clearly it was successful.
Yes.
So to use it again.
And what's interesting is the capsule that the astronauts were on, they didn't manually override to do anything until they got to the space station for the actual dockage.
Well, yeah, that's got to be a human's touch, I would say.
But humans are pretty much not doing it anymore, any part of it.
So
you should see the cockpit. It's so different from the 80s.
There was a camera feed of the cockpit.
Yes.
Were these guys just kind of sitting there going, all right, I guess we're just going to ride this out like this the entire time with their arms crossed?
They actually were reading stuff back because, you know.
Well, yeah, communications, but when it comes to...
And they released a little dinosaur to show that a zero-G happened.
Okay, there's all the cutesy stuff. Very good.
But yeah, and their space, the spacesuits are so different now. It's just everything. The cockpit is just touch screens. It's just so different from when I was a kid.
It's I guess it's starting to take on that Star Trek-y feel.
It's
I mean, it's no...
Well, speaking of Star Trek-y, they've actually been working on a drive engine to do interplanetary travel.
Interplanetary travel, not through light speed, but through bending the...
Unfortunately, the test exploded again, but they're going to get there.
They're working on it.
Well, look at all the times the rockets SpaceX tried before they finally got to the point where they could actually trust doing humans. They exploded too. It's all trial and error.
It's trial and error.
And
that's science.
And
Welcome to science.
And they're doing technology that's, you know, different. I mean, when you're watching the coolant go through and clouds of, you know, literally clouds are forming around the rocket. It's just so neat and pretty. Don't mind me. I'm a space age kid.
All of those scientific like movies and shows that you've watched where the scientist experiment is successful in the first try is 100% false. Scientists fail like 98% of the time.
I'll admit I was like a giddy 80s kid all day yesterday when that was going on, because when I was a kid, everything would stop. The TV would be wheeled into the room, and you would just watch the launches.
Oh my God.
And you would talk to the astronauts.
Back in my day.
With the delay. There's no delay. It was just, oh my God. It was just to watch and see how things have changed.
I remember when they shot John Kennedy. He was such a good man.
I'm not that old.
I'm just saying.
I was raised in the era of everybody, all the kids, everyone wanted to be an astronaut.
You were raised in the Cold War, yes.
We all wanted to be astronauts.
Yes.
And now it's neat to see space actually coming back. And it took private industry to do it. And which is what I've always said that would happen, because without private industry stepping in, the government just takes forever to do anything.
Yes. Welcome to the government, where it takes you like 2 months to get an unemployment check.
I know.
Like,
so in all the bad that's going on around, we've got some good. This is a step in the right direction. America's finally going back into space the way we used to do it.
Speaking of unemployment checks, it has finally happened. I am no longer employed. So,
congratulations, I guess.
I
don't know what am I supposed to say to that.
I rode through the storm. You know, I was one of the... Actually, pretty much all of us stayed on. You know,
we didn't lose anybody?
We didn't... Well, at least our cities, you know... warehouse.
Your location.
Nobody left. There was someone who was fired. I think we talked about that.
Yes, we did.
But nobody left. Everyone stayed on all the way through.
Wow.
And yeah, it was, I don't know, it was really bittersweet, those last few moments of You know, like, I don't know. There's two different types of nostalgia in my opinion, or at least, yeah, I could just be. That's just how I think, and I'm totally wrong. Just different definitions. But the nostalgia of like, you see something that's like from your childhood, and you're like, oh man, this is great. But there's this feeling, and I'm just calling it nostalgia because I don't know the word for it. But it's the feeling of knowing that you're doing something for the last time.
Yeah.
Being aware, because growing up,
I know that one.
Growing up as a kid, you didn't really know the last time you were ever going to play with your friends.
Yeah, no.
You never knew the last time that your mother or father was going to pick you up.
No.
You never knew that stuff. You remember it now and go, man, that happened. And you probably don't remember the actual date and time and blah blah blah, no. But like,
but I can tell you what it felt like the day I walked through all the cubicles, because I was the last one there out of 12. I was the last phone calls, last everything for the last day. I was alone.
Yeah.
And going through and making sure everyone's computer was shut off and making sure everything was boxed up.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a good feeling.
No. Well, it's a bittersweet feeling, I would say. I guess it depends on the situation. For you were working at, what was it, Chase for 10 years?
Yeah.
So,
and I thought that was where I would be the rest of my days, and the coworkers were wonderful. We were like a family. We'd been together for 10 years.
Yeah.
Most of us had kids at the same time. It was family, and then all of a sudden you're told your job's go to the Philippines, and you have to box it all up, and it's just, and then the worry of what's next. Where do I go from here? I mean, I'm sure you've got that.
Yeah. Well, for those who haven't been around for the other episodes, for those who are just discovering the sock drawer and have just started listening to us, I've been working for a company which I'm not going to say the name. Nope. I'm sure people who have a brain in their heads can put two and two together if they put pieces of information that I've said, but I'm not gonna say any names, but they were sold, and they sold to a competitor, and essentially we got 6 weeks of a notice, which
is really nice, actually.
Which is really nice. Nobody has to do that.
No.
But we got a 6 week of a notice saying, hey, this is what's going on. It was just one big giant group meeting phone call. That they tried to use Zoom, but Zoom sucks, so they were just like, fuck it, it's a phone call. So it was the last 6 weeks were just like, I don't know, it was just a big countdown, but it's not like a Christmas countdown. We're like, here we go, this is day one.
We had the same thing.
It was like, it's coming. It's coming. And for the first bit, it felt like it was going to take a long time. In 6 weeks, you feel like it's a long time, but it flew.
It does. It
flew. And when the final day came, which for me was the 28th going into the 29th as a night shift worker, the final day going in, you're realizing, like, I'm realizing, like, okay, the moment that I put that last pallet on someone's truck, I was like, that's it. That right there is the last pallet I'm going to put on someone's truck. And then I drive the forklift over and dock it and plug it in. And I get off the forklift. I'm like, that's the last time I'm ever going to ride that stupid forklift.
But you know when it's really going to hit you? Tomorrow. When you wake up at whatever time that you normally would wake up to go to work, and then you don't go to work.
Well, I've adjusted myself to a day schedule again.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So, yeah. So, I'm not going to be waking myself up for a night shift because I don't need to anymore. Despite, I like night shift, don't get me wrong, but during the coronavirus, I want to be able to actually, like, go to places that are going to be open and not have to, like, last minute, like a bank. If I'm waking up and I'm set for a night shift, I've got like 1 hour to go to the bank and 1 hour to go shopping before these places close. I don't want to do that to myself.
Plus, if you get any job interviews, it's better to be awake for them.
Exactly. It's good to be awake for job interviews, saying, "Hey, we want to have you come by. Can you come by at 7?" What? I wake up at 2:30.
But it's still, tomorrow's when it's gonna hit you.
Yeah, tomorrow I'll wake up and I'm not going to work, and it's just gonna be like, yeah, this is it. This is real.
If you're bored, I have something I need help with in the backyard.
Can you stop? Can you just do things on your own, or hire someone?
Hire someone? I can't afford that.
Hire me then.
Fine, I'll pay you to use a sledgehammer in the backyard.
Good enough.
Okay.
Pay me what?
I'll buy some beer.
Okay. I can appreciate that.
Okay.
Speaking of beer, there's no drink test. I'm sorry.
I offered a non-alcoholic one and you rolled your eyes at me.
Because I'm pretty sure everyone has had sparkling lemonade.
I never have, actually. Never.
It's...
I don't know if I'll like it or not.
It's sparkling lemonade.
But I've
I don't
never
know.
had it.
Our drink tests have always been alcoholic, and I'm gonna fucking stick to that.
It does
okay?
not have to
I'm gonna
be.
fucking stick to it. It's gonna be an alcoholic drink test
That's it.
because we are adults and adults
That's
drink alcohol
That's
as
it.
he sips his coffee.
Come fall, we're gonna do a apple cider taste off, non-alcoholic.
You know what? Okay. You heard it here. First time you heard it here. Once fall hits, it's going to be the apple cider taste off. I want you to get 3 different ciders.
Actually, I know 4. At least I can get maybe
4
5.
4 or 5 different ciders. We're gonna have an episode.
One of them will be alcohol, so you have.
We're gonna have an entire episode. We got shots lined up
Yep.
across the desk here. It's gonna be great.
And if hopefully the virus lets us have visitors.
Oh, buy
that
more
would
shot
be-
glasses.
That would be a fun one to have, like patches over and stuff like that.
Yeah, buy more shot glasses.
So, but yeah.
Very good. Oh my god, the cats are zooming around. It's
Hi.
zoom time.
Well, they're not used to us doing the podcast at this time of day. Why are we doing it in early afternoon? This is weird.
Because this is when I'm awake now.
I'm not used to you being awake now.
Well, there you go.
Normally this time of day, I'm
You just
curled up.
answered your own question, though.
It's just, I don't know. I'm just not used to this. I'm usually, right now, I'm curled up reading a book because you're not even awake to the world to even message to go, hey, podcast time.
Yeah. Usually I'm still sleeping
You
by
scared
now.
the crap out of me when you knocked on the door because I didn't even know you were coming.
It's just how it is.
Yeah.
This is life now.
This is life now?
This is life now.
Okay, well, welcome to daylight. Enjoy.
Unless I get another night shift job.
That's always a possibility.
Oh man, I love having the freedom of not giving a fuck of what kind of job I work. Hey, can you work 3 to 11? Okay. Hey, can you work graveyard? Okay. I don't care. I just work as work. If I have to adjust my sleep schedule, I'll adjust my sleep schedule. I don't give a fuck. I love night shift because when you're doing night shift like over the weekend, because you still kind of stay on your schedule, and like your active hours are the times where like everyone is just fucked off and has gone to bed or something. You just don't have to worry about people.
Yeah, I
don't
can
know.
see that.
I prefer it. I like it.
Well, tomorrow I get to go. Tomorrow's Monday, right? Yeah.
Moondas.
Yeah, tomorrow I get to take my son to the high school for the last time this year.
For the last time, okay. So, what's going on?
They're doing long lines for picking up yearbooks based on your last name. You're going to get out of the car and get in line 6 feet away from the kid in front of you to get your yearbook. I'm not...
Oh god, I hope it fucking rains.
I hope not.
I hope it fucking rains.
I hope not.
Sit in this long ass line in the fucking rain to get a yearbook that nobody's gonna fucking sign.
Yeah, this is the first time he's actually asked for a yearbook, because usually I don't get the yearbooks because 1, they're too expensive, and 2...
$120 fucking dollars for a bunch of pictures that you're never gonna look at again.
But this time he's like, I want one with signature pages, I want to be able to do the whole high school experience, and then virus. So now he's gonna have this fancy yearbook that no one's ever gonna see.
Yeah.
That's missing from March on. Because they weren't at school. I don't know. I'm not looking forward to getting in this line and doing this, but the school still goes to June 15th, so they still have to be online and doing their stuff. Though I'm getting more and more emails, not about my kids, but they do group emails about how kids have to pay attention, kids have to show up to classes, blah, blah, blah.
Oh my god, speaking of that, did you set me as an emergency contact for the school?
I might have.
Oh my god. That's why I'm getting fucking calls from fucking Rome Academy and blah 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 saying, hey, this is what's going on with your child. And I'm like, my child, my ass, bip. What the fuck?
Well, see, I used to have another friend of mine do that, but we've lost touch. And I need someone local in case, God forbid, I'm off with my parents for another emergency.
I know, I understand. I
So,
understand. It would just be nice.
I should have asked
It
you.
would just be nice if you're like, hey,
Warned
Salem,
you about it.
you're going to be getting calls from the school at retard o'clock in the morning.
I just switched it over so that it wouldn't be my other friend. Well, we're still friends, I guess, but
just not.
we just lost touch with each other.
That happens. That happens. I had a friend that I lost touch with for a couple of months, and when I tried to get back in contact with them, they thought I was using them, and that sucks.
Are you kidding?
Yeah, you just... I don't know. You have a friend that you haven't talked to in a long time. They haven't talked to you in a long time because people are busy, with life and stuff, especially in these times.
Yeah.
And you try to reach out and say hi and whatnot, and they think you're fucking using them for something. I get the idea behind that, but sometimes you just want to say hi, even if it's just once in a blue moon. But
I've gotten a tad ridiculous. The first week of every month, I message everybody that I talked to the first week of the last month. Mm-hmm. I've been doing that since the virus. I just reach out and go, hey, just checking in.
Yeah, which is a good thing.
So it's almost time for me to start doing that again.
I had a friend reach out this morning, asking how things were going with everything going on, because they're a friend in New York that met on the internet. Never met them.
That's one thing I can say. My local friends have totally disappeared in the virus. And when I try to reach out to them, I don't know why, but they're just blowing me off. The only friends I talk to are the ones that are pretty much on the internet. And it's kind of sad.
Don't ask me questions. I don't know. I don't know the answer to that. I couldn't tell you.
I guess if you can't see face to face, it's not good enough.
I guess so. I don't know.
But anyway, it's good that someone reached out to check on you.
Yeah. Speaking of internet.
What about the internet?
Well, there's a game that you and I have been playing. It's a game that I was playing when it first came out over 20 years ago. And I'm always on and off. There's so many people that are always just on and off for this game, though. This is what this game is famous for.
I might have a problem with this game.
And I have decided, because you can't afford World of Warcraft anymore.
Yep.
I've decided to show you a game that is not really anything like World of Warcraft, but it's like a good enough kind of thing. Mm-hmm. That, and for the time being, while you need it, it's free. You don't have access to everything, obviously, but it's a free game, and there's still so much shit to do with it.
Unfortunately, there's too much stuff to do with it. It doesn't tell you how long your friends play, right?
No, just you, I think. I don't know.
No, I'm saying, if you log in, you can't look at me and see how many hours I've played that day.
Oh, no.
Oh, thank God.
It's not like Steam.
I'm only playing a couple hours a day.
Yeah, it's not...
Does that sound believable?
I know how long you're playing, because yesterday we played together and it was like 16 hours. Okay? I know how long you're playing the fucking game. I understand, because it's a grind. It's RuneScape. Fucking love RuneScape.
I didn't know Discord tells people what games you're playing. I'm starting to get messages from my Discord friends going, Dusty, you've been playing that for like 10 hours? To which I'm going, why are you looking at my name that long?
It's a good game. It's fun. Yeah, you've got the grind, but it's got such an accomplishing feeling to it.
And the quests are so enjoyable. I like stories, and it's got this story.
Oh, wait until you decide to go, all right, I'm going to spend, what is it, $7 a month? Or whatever.
I think it's 10.
$10 a month. It used to be $5. It used to be $5 a month back in the day.
Okay, boomer.
Okay. I'm sorry. I just have so many back in the day moments with that game.
You made fun of me doing the space shuttle versus now back in the day, but it's okay if you do it for RuneScape.
Yeah, because it was like not even 20 years ago.
I was talking about 9 years ago.
No.
9 years ago was the last.
You were talking about your 80s kid feeling.
Fine,
don't fucking try to put me on that one. Your 80s kid feeling. Hello, that's 40 years. 40. Fucking piss yourself.
But anyway, no, I've actually been enjoying RuneScape a lot.
It's a great game. It's not for the people that I don't know. There's so much you could do with the game. There's a lot of stuff that you could do that's, questing, where you can spend an entire day questing. You can spend an entire day training your skills and whatnot. You can spend an entire day, fucking off. I used to do that all the time. I would just fuck off.
I actually had a nice conversation with a guy when I was just fishing.
Hmm? It's actually something that's kind of strange, because that doesn't happen a lot anymore.
No, I've been playing for a week, 2 weeks? Mm-hmm. And this last night was the first time where somebody went, hey, I'm bored.
And people are actually talking to each other.
And we ended up talking, having a nice conversation while we were fishing.
I don't know. It's just from what I've seen so far within the last few years, people don't really talk to each other in the game anymore. Once the Grand Exchange came out back in 2007.
That's the cats. Hi, cats.
Once the Grand Exchange came out back in 2007, the need for player-to-player interaction via the trading menu went astray. People can just sell their stuff on the exchange and buy stuff on the exchange. They didn't need to trade with each other.
So don't need to talk.
So yeah, so no need to talk to each other anymore. No need for big mobs of people to stand in one spot selling their wares and stuff. No, that didn't.
Well, one thing I like about it is I can be sitting here going, "Oh my God, I can't sleep. Hey, Nightworker's awake. I can message you, and we can go into a dungeon and just play from dungeon to dungeon to dungeon and dungeon nonstop."
Oh yeah, the dungeoneering skill. I can't believe that skill came out in 2010. It still feels so new to me. It's so weird. Stop laughing at me.
You make fun of me for this kind of stuff all the time, so I'm going to.
Stop. Or wait, was it 2010? I can't remember. I read something about 2010. I know. You're going to make fun of me. There's so many skills and whatnot that are new and stuff that I never really looked into because I was like, I don't want to look into new stuff. And then I realized that it's years and years old and I'm like, oh my God. But it is fun as fuck.
I've been enjoying it.
I will admit that after doing a little bit of dungeoneering with you, I actually sat down for a bit and was like, you know what would be really cool if they turned this into a board game. The dungeoneering, just the dungeoneering
that
aspect.
would be fun.
If they turn it into like a tabletop board game that people can play, where obviously you couldn't like do the different tiers of stuff they can get if you kind of kept it like the same kind of level.
You can see that.
Where you had different types of class of people that they can play with different things that they can do throughout the dungeons, and just have like a cool like 4 or 5 player game.
I am warning you though, we are probably going to be playing less RuneScape now that another game popped out.
Yep. I've already bought it. I'm sure you've bought it. I know you've bought it. I know why you've bought it. Because I bought it and told you to buy it. Minecraft Dungeons.
Now, I don't know if we want to review that one this episode or we want to play it more.
Fuck it. Might as well. We got half an hour. I don't
We
whatever.
haven't talked about our movie yet.
So?
Okay.
We have plenty of time to get to the movie.
So, last night he messaged and went, hey, buy this.
Yep. Minecraft Dungeons. It came out on the 29th.
He went, and the way the controls are, if you should be able to handle playing a console game because we all know I have difficulty.
It's Minecraft Diablo.
That's what
Come on.
he said because and you know how I love Diablo.
I love Diablo too.
And lucky for me, the kids are visiting the X this weekend, so I had full access
That's
to the Xbox.
actually kind of funny. Hang on, I'm sorry. I love Diablo too. Like I love Diablo also, but I also love Diablo 2, the game.
Yes.
I don't know. Diablo's so great. And then Minecraft. I love Minecraft.
Yes.
I love Diablo, and you mash them together, and it's like,
As soon as you said, do this, I went, okay, I'm getting on the kids' Xbox.
It was so great.
And I loved it. Every bit of unfortunately, I almost didn't go to bed last night because if you hadn't said, hey, you'd only go to bed by now, because I would have just kept playing all night, not realizing. If that tells you how much fun it is. It's a blast.
Oh man, that game is fun. I love just like run around beat 'em ups, and that's what Diablo is. It's a run around beat 'em up.
But you find stuff. You look for chests and you look
for
for hidden switches.
Yeah,
and stuff. It's got all of it.
Yeah, it's dungeon crawlers.
The only thing I'm disappointed in, it's not cross-platform.
Well, I mean, that might come when it comes. Cross-platforming is actually, like, really difficult to pull off.
I know, but I've gotten so much use out of Minecraft being cross-platform.
Yeah, you gotta play it.
And this is Minecraft Dungeon, so I was like, oh, is this... Oh, you're not cross-platform.
I mean, don't get me wrong. You can buy Minecraft Dungeons on the PC, and you can play with other people that have it on the PC. I don't PC game.
That's why
I have a PC 2 game, but... We're talking! I have a PC game to...
Yeah, that's how you play RuneScape with
or
me.
PC to game with, but yeah, but like I know you're
a console gamer.
I'm a console gamer.
The only problem I've got is now I'm gonna have to fight the kids for use of the consoles and play with you.
Actually, I wouldn't. Yes, I'm majority of my time I spend playing console games because the reason why I have a PC isn't a game. The reason why I have a PC is to use all the other things that you use a PC for. If ever I need to access Google.
Though I keep getting told by UA you need to get Steam so you can game with them.
I don't want to get Steam.
But you need to.
I don't like downloading shit on my computer. I'm going to use it for one game, okay? And then we would play that one game maybe like 4 times. Maybe that's like 4 times, and then we'd probably stop. Like, look at what we did when we had the Minecraft realm. With
you and I still use it. They don't.
You and I still use it, but they don't. Exactly.
I don't understand why they dropped off.
They just dropped off the face of the earth. They found other things to do. That's exactly what I used to do. Like, I used to play Skyrim for days and days and days at a time, and then I'd switch over to another game. Granted, that's single player, but
yeah.
You understand. I played Halo for so much, multiplayer with other people.
It's weird logging into the Minecraft realm where everybody was, and it's just us.
Yep. Granted, our little areas are expanding more and more and more, and theirs are just staying the same. It's
yeah.
Why do you think I haven't downloaded Steam?
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Because you're going to play that game a couple of times, and then it's just going to drop off the face of the earth.
Yeah, I can see that.
I don't want to download Steam and do that. I don't. That's just...
Okay.
Fucking sue me.
No, it's fine.
Fucking sue me.
I was just wondering about that.
I don't know. I have a thing about downloading stuff on my
computer. Back to Minecraft Dungeons.
Oh, so great. Beat 'em up.
Well, actually...
Run around, beat 'em up.
Actually...
What?
At least it seemed like to me, through my headset, somebody was getting very irritated.
With what?
I might have gotten a lot of cool stuff.
Oh, yeah. I don't get it. I mean, I do get it. I don't get it. Like, I was getting shat on for drops. They gave me fucking just either shit that was just worse than what I had, or shit that was like the exact same tier. Just completely worthless bullshit for drops. And she was getting like
I got
super best tier quality stuff with...
I don't know why.
And I'm just like, oh my god, okay, I guess I'm playing in hard mode and she's playing in super la la land with... Look at her freaking sniping everything with her new cool bow, and she's just destroying stuff, and I'm like, well, okay, great, thanks, I guess, whatever. I'm trying to survive over here. It got
to the point where every time I opened a chest and I got something cool, he'd just growl in the headset.
Oh my god.
That was the noise. That was what I was hearing.
I guess it's compensation. They know that I know how to play the game.
That's what I'm thinking.
and strategize. And be like, alright, I can do this, and I can do it really well despite my shitty, poor equipment. But they have to compensate for you, who sucks at video games.
I still enjoy playing them, though.
Yeah, you do.
What I like is, I mean, look, it's not swollen.
Yeah. The game engine...
The way the controller is, I didn't actually have to hold the controller. In my left hand had to hold the controller, but my right hand, I didn't have to. Mm-hmm. So, that was pretty cool. Non-complex games, controller-wise, mean I can actually try to play them without pain.
So I did a bit of the math for the game. Mm-hmm. So you know how you have, I guess, enchantments for your weapons and stuff. So let's say I got a weapon, and they give you a list of enchantments based on, like, you get one, I don't know, enchantment bonus thing or whatever every time you level up or something like that. So it costs 1 enchantment level for the first level of whatever enchantment you choose. You get a choice of up to 3, for the first category, and it's randomized for every weapon.
Yeah.
So it costs 1, and then it costs 2 for the next upgrade, 3 for the next upgrade, and then it branches off to another. You can have a secondary. Once you max out the primary, you have a secondary, which again is 1, 2, 3.
I didn't know there was a secondary.
Once you do the secondary, you get a tertiary, 1, 2, 3.
Oh geez, so you can have super weapons?
So you can have super weapons. So I did the math. You have 2 weapon slots, a sword and a bow, and then you have an armor slot. And then you also have 3? Yeah, you have 3 artifact slots. Yep. And they all can be enchanted in this exact same way.
Wait, I can enchant the wolf?
You can... Yes.
That hunk of meat that calls the wolf, I can enchant
the hunk of meat that calls the wolf. Yes, because that wolf, it's just like the demon slayer or the demon hunter in Diablo 3 that can call companions. It's the same exact idea.
Oh, okay.
You have a thing that can call a companion. Yeah, and you can upgrade the companion.
Okay, I gotta go. I need to log in. And I gotta fix my...
all I'm saying is that with the math behind it, should I be correct? And all of the numbers are the same across the board, where it takes 1, then 2, then 3. That's 6. You need 6 levels just to complete a primary, and then 6 levels to complete a secondary, 6 levels to complete the tertiary. Okay, that's 18. So that's 18 total levels that you need just to max out your enchantments on one equipment. You have 6 pieces of equipment. So 18 by 6 is 108. You need to level up 108 times. Which is exactly what I'm going to do when we're done podcasting.
I'm going to go over here. I have to enchant my wolf.
Hey!
What?
You got 20 minutes, asshole.
Oh.
20 minutes left, though. No drink test, but we can go over the movie. And last week we said what movie that we were going to be doing. I think that was a good idea because we got a couple of people excited about that. So the movie that we viewed for your reviewing pleasures. Listening, reviewing,
They're not reviewing. We're reviewing.
Re-listening, yeah, but like listening to us review it. Is there a verb for that?
I don't think there's a verb for that. They're just listening.
Listening to the reviewing pleasure. I'm gonna make a verb for that.
Oh. Well, while you're doing that, I'm gonna go level
up.
No!
Stop! Stop! That joke wasn't funny the first time.
It's not funny. You're thinking so hard. I figure I got time to go log in.
You don't. You don't have time. You're gonna sit here on your ass and you're gonna do the fucking podcast with me. Or I'm gonna slap you every time you tell me, hey, you gotta go do the podcast. Hey, we gotta do the podcast. Hey, we gotta record the podcast. I'm gonna slap you.
In my defense, I didn't today. You actually did.
Yes. Because now I'm awake.
I know, it's weird.
I'm ready to get the podcast out so we can send it off to the Realm of the Mist Center that can
all right, but anyway, La
Puta Castle in the Sky. Disney just decided to go fuck it. They're gonna pull the La Puta part out of it and just call it Castle in the Sky. So if you're looking for it, just put in Castle in the Sky Studio Ghibli. But it's called La Puta Castle in the Sky. Great fucking film. I loved it.
And we're back to huge issues again.
Go ahead.
Because Kiki Delivery Service is the only one that has not been a huge, this is what's wrong with the world today storyline.
Mm-hmm. Yes. That's I when you said huge issues, I thought like you had very big issues with the movie. Okay.
No. I enjoyed the movie a lot, but it was definitely in your face. Here we go again. Another, this is the what's wrong with the world today story.
That's what Studio Ghibli does, though.
So, after a while, doesn't it get tiresome every time you're going to watch a movie just to get depressed about how life is?
To be informed? I'd rather be informed. I'd rather have the kids that watch the movies be informed.
That's true. I wasn't thinking about the kids. Because this would definitely be, these movies are definitely good for kids.
If you never learn about history, you're doomed to repeat it. If you never learn about what's going on with the world, you're doomed to be a part of the problem.
Yeah.
That's essentially what Studio Ghibli.
I think the reason why I'm being bothered right now is because of what's going on in the real world.
Yeah.
And I'm watching movies that are also talking about the problems that are going on currently in the real world.
Well,
and there's no release from it.
I don't know. Okay, so you got to tell me what Laputa is doing here. That's telling you this.
Because this one here is all about this civilization that had too much power and stuff, and they were smart enough to leave it behind so they didn't destroy the world, but yet this bad guy shows up and it starts making it work again so it can destroy the world. Because he believed that,
well, he was an heir to this, essentially this kingdom, this floating kingdom. He's an heir to it.
And he believed that the wrong that he was doing was right because he's in charge of everything. Now look at the President of the United States. It's like,
well, somebody's getting political on the show they never wanted to get political on.
Sorry. It's just, I try to watch movies and read books to escape from the world. Mm-hmm. This movie, I could not escape from the world.
It was still a really good movie.
Oh my god, it's really good. And as usual, the beautiful scenes and the interactions, I really enjoyed the movie. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to say I didn't enjoy the movie.
The animation was beyond amazing.
I don't know how they do clouds like that.
They do clouds right.
It's just...
Everything else for animation does clouds wrong. Even you up. You do it wrong.
That's exactly it. They do clouds right.
This movie does clouds right.
And the story was definitely there, and it was definitely interesting to see where it was going, and the magic, and I love anything steampunk, so this is,
Oh, they love their steampunk flying machines.
I love that stuff. And the way the pirates are actually not the bad guys, but they start out to be. And
they start out to be the bad guys, but then they kind of cross over into being relatively good, for pirates anyway.
Yeah,
It's very Jack Sparrow like.
And yet the army actually was the bad guys because the government's bad. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's just.
Well, I don't think we really saw anything to do with the government.
If the army is doing these things,
true, it's the government, but they don't shove government in your face. They shove military.
Yes.
So that's.
I think that's why the movie bothered me so much. Is here I'm watching people talking about the police and burnings and all that jazz, and here we got a movie where basically the police force, army in this case, is bad. I'm like, okay, no, I do not need this right now.
Greed can come from any source.
Oh, I know. It's just, I think I would have enjoyed the movie if we weren't in the middle of Riot Central.
True.
It was the wrong time to be watching this.
Well, I'm sorry, when we ordered it, I couldn't foresee it.
Nobody could. But I think that's why I had a hard time with it. And that's why I had nightmares. I mixed that movie with what was going on in the real world and had horrible dreams all night.
I'm sorry?
So...
I don't know what to say about that. I'm sorry?
It's one of those things where I need to watch movies earlier in the day if it's going to... so I don't go to bed.
Oh my god. You sound like you're 9.
I know. I just have.
You sound like you're 9. It's I watch a scary movie at night. I'm gonna have nightmares.
That's the thing. This movie is not scary. This movie is very poignant. It's very good.
Yes, but it's with what's going on, it's very similar to the actual stuff that's happening. And despite the fact that you are able to shut off your brain and fall asleep in 5 minutes, and I don't know how you do it, because at the LARP.
I know, I used to annoy all you guys at the LARP. You guys be... Picture this. You've got a room with 20 people and bunk beds, talking, yelling, chattering. I lay down...
Done. And I'm like, how the fuck do you do it? I can't... It takes me an hour or two to fall asleep, and you're just out.
I'd wake up 8 hours later, and people around me are like, why are you awake? How did you fall asleep last night? It was so noisy. I'm like, it was noisy?
I hate you.
Because I can shut myself off.
I hate you.
But you gotta remember, I've been doing LARPing in noisy situations. I learned where I can sleep on a rock. I can sleep under a tree. I can sleep in any position.
I'm just wondering.
But my subconscious doesn't shut off.
I'm just wondering, how you're able to think about all these horrible, bad things in the 5 minutes you fall asleep.
I don't. When I fall asleep, I literally am picturing myself on a cloud, and I'm out.
Oh, man, I couldn't do that. The repetition of... Because I sleep every day. The repetition of thinking about floating on a cloud every night is...
Well, see, I don't have to do it every night. That's how I started doing it. That's how I taught myself. I would envision myself floating in a cloud, nothing around me, just nothing but peaceful. Now, when I go to sleep, I literally can just go to sleep because I've trained myself that, okay, this is sleep time. Brain go blank, which it does, and out I go. But my subconscious goes, hey, you know what you viewed just before bed? Let's have fun with that.
Yeah, that's... Ugh.
That's my subconscious. I have a very active subconscious.
I don't know. I guess I have a leg up on you then, because when I sleep, I don't know. I have detailed worlds and giant imaginary scenes. I guess that just I have in my mind that I can recall as I please, and it's kind of nice to not have to focus on anything and just kind of be able to live in that time. Those
well, that's because you can control your dreams.
No, not when I'm dreaming. It's before I sleep.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
You know what I mean? Right now I'm doing something. When I'm done here, I'm gonna go do something, and I'm not gonna, have that. I'm not gonna be able to kind of just put myself into that, I don't know, happy place, so to speak. But before I go to sleep and I'm laying in bed.
Well, see, I made the mistake. I've learned 30 minutes before bed, if I focus on something good,
Okay.
I don't have the nightmares.
Okay.
I didn't do that last night. Right before bed, the last thing I did was look at Facebook to check one of my friends who was in the middle of a riot to see if they're okay, and I shouldn't have done it.
Oh.
And my subconscious grabbed all that, grabbed the movie we watched, and said, "You know what? It's gonna be fun. Let's do this."
Sounds like you doing this to yourself. But anyway, we were reviewing a movie.
Yes.
I don't know. I don't know. Do we want to do a new thing where we're giving it like ratings or something?
I've always found that cheesy because it's all subjective.
It is. It's true.
Either you liked the movie or you didn't.
True.
It's that simple. I actually recommend people watch this. It does make you think. It's beautiful art.
Mm-hmm.
The characters, you want to root for them.
Yeah, actually.
So it's got everything you want out of a movie.
It's another one of those where, like, yes, there's an obvious love story there, but you're not, like, having it shoved down your throat.
Yep, you're not totally angry.
Love how Studio Ghibli does
one of my favorite scenes is when all the brothers go into the kitchen.
Mm-hmm. That's a good scene. I like that scene. Okay, I can't remember what one you rented for next week.
I didn't rent, I bought, but you got a knife
bought
there?
Or whatever. Maybe
it's in this bag. I don't know.
All right, it's in that bag. Let's pull out the Swiss Army cutter thing.
All right,
here we go. And I'm gonna go stab, and I'm gonna go slice.
Oh, good. You cut away from yourself. Very good.
Yes, because I know how to use a knife. Oh, hey, look at that.
What are we watching?
My Neighbor Totoro. That's another good one.
Don't show it to me. I don't want to be corrupted by pictures and stuff. I like to know about it
as you see it. Whatever.
As I see it.
Okay, great. I have a picture on my phone from like years ago. I don't know why I keep this picture on my phone, despite that I keep changing my phones over the years. Mm-hmm. It's a My Neighbor Totoro thing, and I'll show you when we're done with watching the movie. Blah blah blah. Yeah,
okay.
So to speak, if I remember.
If you remember.
But I don't know. It's just I guess it's just something that My Neighbor Totoro reminds me of because it's something to do with it. Blah blah blah. That I thought would be interesting to talk about.
Well, we'll watch that one next and do our podcast. And that's that. Oh.
Do
you?
Oh.
You might want to hang out here today.
Me?
Yeah.
Why?
6 o'clock. We might be We might be on that. What's the name of the D&D podcast? I've gone blank.
The Chronicles of the Lost Realm.
Yes, we might be on it.
Fine, I'll hang around despite the fact that it's not even a minute walk from my house.
Okay, you don't have to. I'm just saying, there's a chance we might get on the show again.
Okay.
It all depends on what the players do.
And I'll be notified, and I'll walk over in 1 minute. Okay?
All right, fine.
Jeez.
There goes having you cook my food.
Yeah, there we go. There was the ulterior motive.
You cook so much better than me, and the kids aren't here, so I figure you can cook the meal, and I'll put in a movie.
There's the ulterior motive.
We got a movie we can watch right here.
Yeah, no, because I actually like to do things that I have planned for myself for the weekend. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't want to. What was it? Tear down your garden?
I didn't tell you what the sledgehammer was for. You figured that one out on your own.
Yeah, because what else am I fucking using a sledgehammer for?
That's true. There's nothing else in the
Am
backyard.
I tearing down one of your walls? No. There's a fucking garden in your backyard that really needs attention. I'm going to tear down your fucking garden.
Yes.
It's either that or, I don't know, you fucking told me about it yesterday.
Oh, did I?
Yes.
I don't remember.
So, no, I don't want to stay here and tear down your garden.
Speaking of which,
I want to cook your food for
I don't own a sledgehammer.
Yes, I own a sledgehammer.
Okay. I want to make sure. I don't have one.
It's actually a dual sledgehammer axe. I love it.
Oh, that sounds cool.
Double-headed
See,
thing.
you're going to want to play with that.
I do play with that. Jesus Christ. You're such a woman.
Thank you.
You keep saying that you're not a woman, but you are clearly trying to be nice and sweet and offering stuff, and you have an ulterior motive for me to do something for you. That is a very fucking woman thing to do.
Sorry, I'll ask you bluntly. Can you please help me tear out the garden?
Someday, eventually.
Oh, hi, Celeste.
You know, when it's not interfering with my plans.
I wonder if the microphone picked her up talking.
Oh, I don't know.
She wants me to throw her rubber
yes,
chicken.
she is incredibly vocal when she wants to play fetch.
You want me to throw this?
Right.
All right. There you go.
We're podcasting here, you asshole.
Hey.
I don't know. We're at the last moments where we can start wrapping things up. Nice little bow. Nice little thing, whatever. Do you want to do that? Do that, because you fucked up the intro.
I did not.
Yes, you did.
You don't always have to say, hello, welcome to the sock drawer, I am Salem. How's my imitation of you? Is that good?
Horrible.
No?
Horrible. People like it when you say hello to them.
Fine.
And when you say thank you to them. People like that stuff. So...
You're right, I forgot it.
Yes. So what's our outro? Go ahead.
We have an outro?
Well, we don't have an outro, but we do an outro-esque kind of thing.
Yes.
You know?
If you're looking for the Sock Drawer podcast, hello, kitty cat.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry. But you can find us
Okay, you know what? All right. You can find all of our links on the sockdrawerpodcast.com. We have our link for Facebook. We have our link for Twitter. We don't use Instagram because we don't take pictures of things, I guess. I don't know how Instagram works.
Instagram, I think, is just pictures, and we're a voice thing. The only thing I could think of that I would post on there would be literally pictures of the cats.
Okay, yeah. We don't need more cats on the internet. So I don't know. So yeah, our Facebook, our Twitter,
our
Patreon,
merchandise, our Patreon,
our merch store, our Discord.
Yep, it's all. Any link you want is the sockdrawerpodcast.com.
The sockdrawerpodcast.com. If you are looking for us, that's where you'll find us. If you're looking for the Realm of the Mist, which is where we hail from.
Yep.
Go ahead and look for the new Realm of the Mist on Spotify and Pandora. You can find the Realm of the Mist on Facebook. You can find the Realm of the Mist on Anchor.fm. Yep. Anywhere quality podcasts can be heard. Also, if you are interested in what we were talking about earlier, the Chronicles of the Lost Realm, the D&D.
Yes.
You can find that on Sounds Dicey Gaming, which is the sister channel for Realm of the Mist.
Yep.
But
recommend it because this group is having a ball and it's fun to listen to.
If you love the Sock Drawer, look for us on the sockdrawerpodcast.com. But if you love podcasts, the Realm of the Mist has tons of podcasts for everyone.
It's amazing how many more new ones have just come out.
Mm-hmm.
The library is just getting huge.
How's it called again? Not Another Dumb Blonde or something like that.
I
can't remember how.
I don't know.
Don't ask me how it's called. I can't remember, but it's got that sort of vibe to it.
There's so many new ones. Just check them out.
Yeah, but in
this day and age with quarantine, people are bored. We have the recipe to get rid of the boredom.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we have everything your boredom killing needs are needing, wanting, yearning for, like the soil yearns for the rain. Very poetic.
It's time to make some Oreo s'mores.
What?
Say goodbye. What?
Oreo s'mores?
Yes.
No, we're not leaving until you explain Oreo s'mores to me. It's literally just s'mores, but instead of graham crackers, it's like you split an Oreo apart.
You put the Oreo in half. On top of the Oreo with the cream part, you put your chocolate bar piece.
Wow.
You put your pretzel.
Yep.
You put your marshmallow.
Wow.
You put it in the toaster oven.
Wow.
You pull it out. You put your Oreo on top.
Just thinking about that has blocked oxygen to my brain, and I'm having an aneurysm.
Oreo s'mores.
Oreo s'mores.
Yes.
No, you're going to be doing squats, push-ups, and sit-ups, and chin-ups.
Yeah, I do need to do
that. That's what you're going to be doing.
Okay. Time to exercise.
Time to exercise and time to go. Have a great day, great night, great whatever.
Listen to us next week.
Yeah, we'll see you next Monday.
Hey guys, it's Chris from Realm of the Mist Entertainment. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that thumbs up button. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Check out all the other great podcasts that can be found on Realm of the Mist Entertainment's YouTube channel or our sister channel, Sounds Dicey Gaming, for all your tabletop needs. And if you prefer your podcast in audio-only format, check out Realm of the Mist Entertainment on Anchor.fm, Apple iTunes, Spotify, Pandora, or wherever quality podcasts can be heard. To our Patreon supporters, we thank you very, very much. And if you're interested in being a Patreon supporter, please go over to patreon.com/Realm of the Mist, and just $1 a month gives you exclusive content and helps our channel out greatly. Guys, again, thank you very much for joining us, and we will see you on the next episode.